Filming in El Salvador is done, and we're on our way to Honduras now. We're going to be crossing the border in about 3 or 4 hours time. Tense times. Sin Sicario, it's just like that, only worse. It's on our way to our hotel. We're staying just around the corner. It's like one of those fish out of water comedies. There's some geese down there. There's a cat in the window. We feel vulnerable and a little bit jaded today because I got up at about 5:15 to catch the sunrise. Got some nice shots. I think tomorrow morning we may get a better one because whenever you're doing anything with sunrises, sunsets, it's really good to know what you're going to be getting in advance, so which direction it's coming up, exactly what time it's going to be there, so you can keep your powder dry and, well, only shoot when you need to and shoot in the right direction. It really helps. Second location in Honduras is this farm, and it's just amazing. Really lovely cherries and amazing setting. I've just lost Rathika with the camera. Civilization at last. And lunchtime. So with moving the kit in Honduras, everything goes in the back of the truck, and then we just get a little bit dusty, and that's how we roll here. Take our motorcade to the hotel, get ready for the room tour. Through the door, it's a well-appointed bathroom. We have our sink, mostly attached to the wall. Toilet, no complaints. Our shower, and the shower is something special. It's an enormous shower head, and I'm afraid to touch it. Yes. Hola. Well, last day in Honduras. When you've been in Honduras a while, you get super blasé about shit like this. How will the locals do it? And we were one vehicle down today, so we figured, what the hell, let's ride in the back. The roads are super bumpy. I feel like I'm going to get pinged off into a barbed wire fence, but it's rock and roll. Woo! Just get different backgrounds, so maybe just turning. Manfrotto bags have been through a lot. They are dusty, but they're sturdy. Vamos.
Santiago, we just set up for an interview.
It's a fall and break, I think. Bump. Time that right. I think I'll stay static in the shot and everything else will move.
Oh my god. Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Relax. We are alive. We had to leave our hotel really quickly. We were going to do more of a vlog there, but when our little motorcade arrived, they said we've just got to go right now because there are protests and everyone's closing the roads. I think it's miners protesting. So we pulled up outside a petrol station next to a police blockade, and they're just talking to the police, seeing if we can get through another way. But we don't have that long to get to the airport, so it's going to be interesting. Not looking good. We made it to the airport. Things got a little bit weird. So the big miners' strike was on all through Honduras, and we had to go through several areas that were having protests. So it didn't really work out too well for getting to the airport quickly, so we didn't really have time to vlog. But that's why you have a really good like production manager on the ground. We had someone who had organised all of our transport, and our motorcade driver was a complete badass, Helen, and she just took another route, took us up through the mountains. We literally drove, so like all the back routes around over the mountains to avoid all the roadblocks. And we made it to El Salvador at the border. Drama didn't stop there, because on the way over, the border patrol that we went through was a really rustic one, and they stamped our... I've lost Rafika, she's gone to have Papa John's. It's okay, she's hungry. So we had our border passes stamp in the wrong year. So they stamped it 2018. So when we got to the border, Honduras and El Salvador, we found out that actually they didn't believe that we had just got into the country a couple of days earlier. They thought we'd been there a year, which was a big problem. Took a bit of explanation, but again, we had good crew on the ground who were able to explain that, and eventually they let us through. So rock and roll, we're just about to board our flight to Houston. Hungry. It's not great for vegetarians over here. There's food, but it isn't really sustenance for over a week. Your dollars, my lady. No time for GoPro. The guy dropped us off, and we're just getting on now. Woo! I think we're gonna make it. If Rafika hauls ass. Come on, come on. Back in the UK at last, and we've been told it's cold shit.
Wow.
This is the biggest swing ever. We've gone from like 32 to -1. How's the van looking, Rafika?
Snowy.
Warm? Probably not.